Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace, and I was just thinking, I want to talk about this. I'm going to try to go back to work, doing the food delivery stuff. I only do it from restaurants. I was planning on doing, and even bought myself the stuff for it, doing groceries and all that, but then this thing with the anemia, what the heck? Oh my goodness. Oh, why? But with all the stuff that's been going on with my health, that was a big no. I even bought one of those wagons, and or for delivery, people use them and all that, but that's not happening. But the whole reason I'm working is for insurance, health insurance. I live in Texas. I wanted to pay for it outright. I tried going through, I think they call them broker. Oh my goodness, no thank you. After I tried to do the Affordable Care to see if I could just pay for it myself, and they said, no, you have to be working. Seriously, I had early retired. I'm 62. I mean, I had done that years ago. 2017, I think. And they said, no, you have to be working. Okie dokie. With my edema. Let me make sure I get the word right. My goodness, I've said it so many times, and now it's an anemia. But anyway, with the swollen ankles, feet, the bottom parts of the legs, and when I went in the hospital earlier this year, in the emergency room, my knees were so swollen. The physical therapist, she was the one who told me, you need to go to the doctor and see from there what happens. Yeah, I wound up in the hospital ER, and they did me some Lasix, and after that sent me home that same night. But anyway, since then it's not been as easy. That was earlier this year. That was March. It's not been easy to work at all. My health so much depends on the weather. Yeah, Adam and I noticed that. He's older than I, and he had noticed it too, that my shortness of breath depends on the weather. So, no, who wouldn't think? I don't know. And then we had bad air quality, or if it's too hot, so many different things. Okay, now usually I don't name the service, but when I saw on videos, people were talking about Uber Eats changed it to where sometime months ago, I don't even know, I wasn't able to work at that time, and they had changed it to where if you get a certain percentage of your acceptance rate, you accept those orders, a certain percentage, I think it's 50%, and then higher, you at different levels. And I wasn't able to work there. A lot of people were getting it really fast, hitting the 50%. Well, I wasn't able to work. Mine was stuck at 13, I think, before that, and I was so frustrated with it. I'm telling you, because I remember trying to get it to raise, and as soon as I get up to before this happened, it was just my thing. I wanted to see how high I could get it, and had no idea that was going to become a thing. But I get up to 20-something%, and boom, they start sending me really awful offers. So it would go back down. I think at one point it got down to 9 or 6% or something. It was awful. And it'd go back up into the 20s. I said, they're just playing with me, But I do want to try, because I'm telling you, when I go back to work, I need to work and make money. And it's not about the money. I wanted to pay for it outright. It's that they need to know I made this money. Okay, you see the difference? And anyway, I'm hoping that I can get that up. Now, I've seen videos for years now about people saying how they get their acceptance rate up. It wasn't ever really on Uber Eats, though. It was on these other ones. And, they basically work really hard, take all the offers, no matter how bad, and they take them, something, within reason. I mean, if it's something like, I've had ones that say to travel 100 and something miles. I'm not kidding. Now, if you think I'm going to do that, you're crazy. But no, I'm not going to do that. That's 100 there, 100 back. I live in DFW, county north of it is usually where I live and where I work. It's just north of Dallas and northeast. And usually that's the part is north, and then mainly northeast. There's a couple of suburbs next to one another, and I prefer those. They're small suburbs, and it's mainly houses. I think I've seen 2 apartments, never delivered to one of them, and that one does have 2 or 3 floors, and I can't do stairs because of my health, even though they said it was just a warning. I'm not doing stairs. No, I have stairs in my house. I have a 2-story house. I don't even go up there. So, and so anyway, I'm planning. That's what I'm getting, is to go back to work at this other place, because this other area, the 2 small towns, even though the offers are not that great, I will not take anything late, but maybe I will. I'm trying to get my acceptance rate up, because there will be like $2 for a mile, or $2 for 2 miles. Man, really? Who wants to go and do all that work? You got to go to the restaurant, get the food, go to the people's house, drop it off for $2. Seriously, even if they're just a mile away or less than a mile. But, I've seen how people do that to get their acceptance rate up. So I'll see if I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to go there. Anywhere else I go in this county, oh man, it's just crazy. But a lot of the offers there, are like $5 1 mile, $5 1 mile. And all the places that I've worked, I've tried all these different areas. Some of them closer, more up north and stuff such. But in the county, and some of them I tried. It's just so much driving, so much traffic. It's just not worth it. I made more money, but the most that I have made going out by myself and just doing things is in those 2 small towns. Small suburbs. They're not small towns, but actually I think one of them is 23,000 and the other one I don't know. So plus if you go any further down one certain road, you wind up in scary town. Scary area. Seriously, it's like big drop-offs. You get on the slick road and you slide too far, game over. So I have to be very careful. But that's okay, because I know, take things that are a mile. Maximum 2, but you dance in it. So, but that's where I would make the most money. Seriously, at any time I ever worked. That's where I would make the most money. Even taking those $4. Because I kept busy. I was constantly busy, and it's only like a mile away. Right off, they have one road, it's FM 544. And off there, all the restaurants, usually most of the restaurants are right there, the stores, everything. Okay, on that FM 544. Pick it up and then go to whatever direction, in a mile, or less than a mile sometimes. And deliver. Big woo. But I would make more money. So, I'm going to try that. Even if it's bad ones. And I'm going to stick, Adam doesn't like that area. Well, I told Adam I'm going to go by myself. He doesn't like it. I like it. I prefer it because a lot of these houses, like here in my neighborhood, they're kind of built up. Some of them, not all of them. Ours is built up a little bit, but some of them are high, built up high, and they like ours does not have the garage in the back. It has it in the front, so we have a driveway, and so that's where people come to the door through that. These other ones, some of them, like ours isn't the only one. Some of them you have to walk up these stairs that don't have rails or nothing, and it's it's not like you think stairs would be. Curves around, they're all different lengths. Your foot might not even fit. And as a woman, my foot wouldn't even fit on some of them. Aren't there regulations? Yeah, apparently not. And plus there might be water on them. It can be bad. So, but out there, it's not. Like I said, 2 apartment complexes, and one of them I've never been to. And the other one is just so small. It's really small. So, in most of them's houses that don't have that kind of thing. So, that's my plan. I want to get that, try to get that acceptance rate up. Like I said, I've seen the people do this for years. And I said, God, that has to be bad to have to go through that, because it just doesn't feel like you're accomplishing anything. If you worked a whole hour and you made $8 or $5 or because you accepted a bunch of $2 ones or something, Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It's 6:53. We just got back from Walmart, bought some groceries, and of course, well, not out, of course. Anyway, we went to Walmart, and my legs are a little bit swollen, my ankles, and I don't know, was it a little bit or more? Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.